Today we are going to look at our pinch pots. We're going to discuss what went right, what we did right, and we are going to wrap them up properly, and hopefully you'll get to take them home, if not today, very soon. Hello, my talented artists. Let's review the 3 main steps to construct a beautiful pinch pot. Does anybody remember, after we make our ball of clay and we stick our thumb in, what is the first step to making a pinch pot? Raise your hand. Pause if needed. Right, so we pinch the pot. That makes the pot bigger and it makes the walls thinner. And we do want the walls to be thinner than our finger. So if your wall is a little thick, that's okay because we're gonna do it more. But next time you make a pinch pot, just try to make it a little thinner than your finger. What's the second step? After we pinch it, what do we look for? Pause if needed. Right, we smooth the cracks. So we want to smooth all those cracks. And now my rim, you can see my rim's kind of bumpy and lumpy. The third step would fix that lumpy, bumpy rim. What is the third step to make a nice flat rim? Right, we tap it. Tap it gently on our mat. So those are the 3 steps. Now we are going to brainstorm things that we could complement these pinch pots on. Pause the video to brainstorm with the class. Everybody is going to wrap their pot in a piece of manila paper. But before we do that, we are going to do a museum walk. And you are going to carefully place your pinch pot in the middle of your manila paper. And you're not going to write your name on it. I want everyone to pick one thin mark. And you are going to write a compliment. Something that your friend did right when they were constructing their pot. Or glazing their pot. So I'm gonna look, one thing that I can say is I like the symmetrical glazing. I like the symmetrical, I could say pattern or glazing. Great. And what you're going to do is you're gonna walk around the room and you're gonna write a positive comment on everybody's paper, and it should be about construction. So even though, let's pretend my rim is flat, you could write nice flat rim. I'm changing color because I'm pretending I'm another person. You could write uniform walls. If somebody did something really different from other people, you could write creative or unique design. And while we do our museum walk and we're walking around the room, we are pretending we are in a museum. So you can talk quietly as long as the music is playing. And when the music stops, we slowly walk back to our seats and sit down. If you write a comment on everybody's paper, then please sit down, take your seat. All right, it's time for the museum walk. If you haven't already, please choose a thin marker and you may begin walking around the room quietly and carefully and writing compliments on everyone's paper. All right, my artists, the music has stopped. Return to your seats so we can wrap up your beautiful pinch pots. Near every table there will be some tape. Each person only needs to use 2 pieces of tape. So before you begin wrapping your pot, you can get your 2 pieces of tape and just put them on the edge of your table. You don't want the sticky part to get used up, so just put them on the edge like that. You are going to take your pot and you're going to put it at the end of your paper. You're going to pick up the edge of your paper, holding your pot and your paper together, and you are going to gently and carefully roll it up together. Once you have it all the way rolled, you are going to fold one of the ends on top. Now you're going to take a piece of tape and rub it. It should be attached to the flap and the body of the paper like that. And you really do need to rub tape to make sure it is in full contact with the paper. Then I want you to turn it over and you're going to fold the other flap, and this protects the pot. Take your other piece of tape and make sure you really rub that nicely. Before this wrapped pinch pot should get collected, you need to make sure you write your name on it. If you have a lot of extra time, you can always decorate it. I'm gonna write my name on it, and I could do a little decoration if I want to. All right, folks, be careful with your pots. Do not walk around the room with them. When you are done decorating with them, I want you to put them in the middle of the table, and the teacher will come around with a box and collect all the pots. An adult will bring them down to your room, and then when you pack them up, make sure it's the last thing that you put into your backpack on top of everything else, because we don't want it to get crushed. Good work, artists.